not poking a bear. I'm saying that he's a stone. And I've spoken to 2 men he's lived in sales with, who you act with. Curtis! So, no, I'm not saying a what. And you know it.
50 Cent is a what? Jaguar Wright. Never pulls her punches. R. Kelly, Diddy, Jay-Z. So far, she's had a great track record, which makes it all the more shocking that she's now revealed something no one saw coming about one of the biggest names in entertainment. 50 Cent.
I know you're tight, Curtis. You're gonna fall for one of my niggas real soon. See if you figure out which one.
For anyone who doesn't know Jaguar Wright, she's not new to controversy. She was once part of the same neo-soul wave that gave us artists like Jill Scott and The Roots. But over the years, she's become more known for exposing what she calls the dark truths of Hollywood. So when she started bringing up Curtis Black, 50 Cent Jackson's name, everyone's ears perked up. According to her, he's built this persona as a hard man, as a womanizing gangster, when really he's not even straight. If this is true, which Jaguar certainly claims is the case, this could have huge repercussions for how people see 50 and the image he's built over the years.
Saying a what? And you know it.
I'm gonna do my Pierce Morgan and say he's not here to defend himself. So
no, and neither is his.
Recent tirade started when Jaguar talked about how she left the industry because powerful people, billionaires and executives, were working behind the scenes to silence real talent.
They couldn't compete with me, and then they couldn't compete with my passion for the truth. The thing that hurts me is I have so many producers that have amazing records that they have been not allowed to release because someone paid for them not to release. Which is why I walked away the way that I did, because I just wanted them to have a real shot without, when you have a billionaire expert.
That's when the conversation took a sharp turn. She started talking about how she's been painted as crazy or violent, but says it's part of a plan to discredit her. Jaguar explained that people try to get her caught in cases because they know what's going to happen if she really exposes everything. And one of the things she's really threatening to leak is the truth about 50 Cent and his sex. She is alleging that this man, despite his openly anti-gay sentiments, is actually a closeted gay man himself. And strangely enough, she's not the only one. Rick Ross also claimed 50 wasn't straight more than 15 years ago.
I'm dying to know why.
He's not straight, he's a fag, he's gay. You know, I know.
5-It seems the song Many Men may actually take on a different meaning altogether in light of this context. What's really interesting here, though, is that we thought Jaguar's claims were a little crazy. So, we did a little extra research and found out that several people have alleged that 50 is actually gay long before she did. People either just didn't connect the dots or simply never caught wind of it. Like, this is a rapper who goes by the name of Smart, and he actually alleges that 50 Cent and Gun had...
That's real. That means playing with... Okay, good. See, because I'm unspoken. That means playing with your butt. No, listen, because... No, I mean, look, just saying in general, because I feel like a lot of people, like, I had like 2 record deals, right? Mm-hmm. And...
They wanted your butt?
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. You were team with it. Look, yeah, hey, smoke nothing. Hold on. Blink. Yeah, okay. You sit back.
Like,
yo, who would you and wanted your butt, bro? What's his name?
So it's not even funny. I'm keeping it real, right? It's not even.
He was on television. There was a Caucasian homosexual who was interviewing him along with his co-host. He informed him that last time Vivica Fox was present on the show, she indicated that she thought 50 Cent was a homosexual himself. They called 50 Cent and said, "Oh no, because I let her have fools. My ain't no bull. She thinks I'm gay." Which nobody asked him about those activities at all. They were just saying, "Hey, the lady alluded to the fact that she thinks there might be some things going on." His expectation was, "I love the way she throws my ass." So I'm not gonna be so ethos again. I promise.
I'll never do it again.
No, because I really look. It's okay.
50. Our job here is to find more stuff that could point towards Jaguar's recent claims and investigate whether there really is some truth to her allegations. In doing so, we actually stumbled across none other than Viva Fox. That's right, the same Vivica Fox that used to date 50. And she actually insinuated on a literal TV show that Mr. Curtis Jackson was not as straight as he claimed to be.
What were your thoughts when 50 Cent blamed the second season ratings dip on gay stuff?
First of all, pot calling kettle black songs.
Hot calling the kettle black. Huh.
Whoa. That was some tea. That was shade. That was 80% shade.
Hot calling the kettle black. So, you're not insinuating that
he's gay?
Is...
Oh, my Lord, please. What? Girl, we gotta talk after this episode.
Wait, Vivica A. Fox. What are you insinuating?
Yep, that is someone who was in a relationship with 50 calling him gay. Also, I'm sure you guys remember, but 50 was notorious for calling Diddy gay and Fruity.
No, I don't call him gay. I said, let me read it. No. Sorry I can no longer help you guys. Soon you will all be gay and happy. You are all now left under the leadership of Puffy Daddy. Report to the nearest rainbow. Dinner thieves. And see the daddy.
Oh, that's why he says things. He didn't even know what he was saying. It's like food. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something fabulous and he goes, but me and you, we ain't part. Like, we need part. What is he talking about? When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. Don't make me mess up the wedding.
Oh, that's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of That's what a guy says to a girl.
But do you remember what Diddy said about this encounter? I don't blame you if you don't, because it went under the radar a little. But Diddy actually claimed that 50 secretly liked him.
Yeah. I thought he needed some tone. What? I'm a nice guy. Hey yo, I don't have no beef. I don't know why. With Flip, he loves me. He loves me.
Y'all
really
can't see it? I mean, y'all can't see it.
No, we can't see
Y'all can't see that he loves me? You really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time. You know he loves me. You know he loves me. Okay.
And many people passed this off as a joke at that time. But now they're starting to speculate if Diddy was trying to tell us something about 50. Now, I am going to show you perhaps the most convincing and damning piece of circumstantial evidence we have that 50 and Diddy may have been a thing. Remember how Gene Deal has often claimed that Diddy was really into sleeping with male rappers? Well, there's one particular video where he talks about Diddy meeting a major rapper in a hotel and buying toys for him. Toys that the rapper seemingly really liked and wanted used in their encounter. When you place this in the context of earlier confessions from 50 saying he liked when his ex had her fun with his posterior, it becomes increasingly likely that Gene was in fact talking about 50 here.
I'm with Puff, and he's in the exotic bookstore that he's doing shopping. Right, he's shopping, getting his stuff and everything like that. So, this is the first time I was up in the exotic bookstore with Puff. So, I'm giving him this space. He's taking things off shelves and stuff like that. They gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, he got to go put it on the counter and, show everybody what he's getting. So, as he's going, I'm just looking at places where he's picking stuff from. There's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked quite a few of them down. Okay. And put them in the bag. When I went by there, I looked up there and it said, "What club?" And I was like, "Hey, yo."
Hey, did you see any celebrities Buffy did any of that stuff with the Springer film?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me about that.
I think I told you about that. One time, him and him, Sarah, and this young girl flew from Atlanta, and they, in flying from Atlanta, we had this artist with us, right? And we were staying in the presidential suite at the hotel. And this particular artist in Puff, they told me, don't let nobody come in the room. So I said, all right, cool. So I propped my chair by the room door while they went in. So this artist's cousin knocked on the door. So I went to him and I let him in because I knew him, I see his face and everything. I seen his face several times before. He said, yo, I gotta speak to my cousin. And I said to him, I said, well, they busy right now, man, and they told me don't let nobody come in the room. He said, yo, I'm going to the room to get my cousin. And I said, bro, you ain't going to the room to get your cousin now. They told me nobody can go in the room. So he said, I don't care who you are, what you doing like that. I'm going to get my cousin. He went to go and try to open the room. I grabbed his ass, joked him up, and slammed him on the piano. And the next thing you know, Puff and this artist run out the room naked. And so then I said, I see the artist trying to grab a towel, Puff didn't give it. And the artist like, yo, what's wrong? What's going on? What's going on? He's like, yo, G, that's my cousin. And I was like, yo, my man, he was trying to get in the room. And y'all told me to let nobody come in this room.
This really makes you wonder, does 50 hate gay people because he's afraid of being seen as one? Or is he afraid of the backlash that could come from his coming out of the closet? Regardless, Jaguar's allegations seem to become heavier and heavier the further back in the past you go. Now, obviously, 50 isn't going to like that someone's exposing him like this, and Jaguar thinks that's exactly why he's trying to silence her now.
Curtis?
Okay. So now, right, so you can find him in the club.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. So let me ask you.
Hopefully not in Coco.
Damn.
I got somebody looking for you there. I know the type, Curtis. You gonna fall for one of my real soon. See if you figure out which one.
So
I had somebody watching your ass the second you came down to the Curtis office. Now you might have been able to pay everybody down there to get on Facebook and lie about me and say that I was arrested for kidnapping and elderly abuse. Y'all remember when I got arrested and brought here to Dallas after I got extra? What was it for kidnapping and elderly?
Why? I'll remember when I got arrested and brought here to Dallas after I got extra. What was it? For kidnapping and elderly abuse here, Jaguar absolutely went off at 50, claiming she knew about his relationship with Soulja Boy and how she knows 2 men he's had relationships with. This is incredible. She also hinted that since Diddy was in jail, Jay-Z was trying to prove he's still in control, and 50 Cent wanted to be his new wingman. It seems that 50 is willing to hustle using any method necessary to get to the top.
Because the only reason he's kissing up to Jay-Z right now, trying to manipulate the circumstances of what's supposed to happen at the Super Bowl. See, Diddy's in jail. Jay-Z's used to having a wingman. You think it's going to be you? Now, everybody knows in the backdrop, Sean Carter, that you promised the South that the next time the Super Bowl came through, it would be a Louisiana affair. And then, when Diddy goes and gets into trouble and you need to convince the white people you're still in control, you bring Kendrick or not? We already know you don't like or the way he embarrassed you. Don't kill my vibe with roommates. But we also know